It's me, Shondell, the creator of the craft print and the co-owner of the craft print shop, where you get the best craft supplies, glitter, metallic cardstock, and more. But anywho, so today I want to tell you guys, so for the month of November, my goal is to close all of my rings on my Apple Watch and to walk a minimum of 10K steps. So I also wanted to document it in my planner. So what I am doing is I made some stickers that I'm going to put every day when I close the rings and 10K. I mean, not when. I know I'm going to do it every day. Every day. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how I made that. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Also, guys, like, comment, share. Help your sister out. I am starting to be consistent, and I'm going to stay that way. I promise. But not pinky promise, but I promise. I'm going to stay that way. So let's just get into the tutorial. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start by going into Google, and I typed in Apple Watch rings PNG, and these are all the images that came up. So I selected the first one, but it has that black background, and I didn't necessarily want that. I just want the icon. Then I tried that one. Didn't like it, but I did like this one with the little square much better. So I then typed in 10K steps to see what images that came up for me to make a sticker for that one. But I didn't like any of them, so I decided I'm going to make my own. So we go into Canva. At the top of the screen, it has like templates, and I just chose the Instagram square. Then uploaded the rings image that we had just got from Google, because I wanted to see if I needed to remove the background, which it did have a white background. So at the top of the screen, it has background remover as an option. You just click that. It removes whatever background that you have. I just resized it, and then I just made it as big as the square that I have there. No specific reason. I just always fit the square, right? Then I opened up another blank canvas right under it and typed in 10K steps. And again, I didn't like the options that came up here either. I mean, it's all up to you what you decide. I didn't like it. So I went into text and looked for like a text combination that I really liked. And I chose this one right here that says big sale. So I'm just going to change the word big to 10K and then the word sale to steps. So I like that design. Of course, the colors that are available, it wasn't for me, it didn't match. So all you have to do is click on each text layer. And at the top, you're going to see a letter with a line and a color underneath. You just select that. The color choices all come up. And then you change it to whatever it is you need it to. So again, I just sized it a little bigger, downloaded the images. Then went over to Design Space, and now we have to upload the images that we just created into Design Space. So I'm going to click on upload. I choose the file that we had. This is me pressing around because I wanted the image to show up and not so tiny with more of the words, but I didn't have time to fix that. So I selected the rings. Then you press continue. It's going to come here to see if you need any editing. Nothing needs to be changed here because we removed the background in Canva. And then I chose the last one. Here you have the option to name your image. So whenever you're looking through all of your uploads, instead of scrolling through hundreds of uploads, you just type in the name and find it. Under there is tags. So also that's for when you're searching for those uploaded images. You can type in different tags you want under this image. So whichever one you decide to use or remember at the time, because that's what be happening to me, it'll help you find that image, right? So now after I uploaded that, I went back to the same steps for the 10K, but then I ain't like it. I don't know, the color combination sucked. So I went back into Canva and I played around with some more colors. I liked it better with the 10K in black and then changing the colors of the word steps with the green in the background and red in the front. Then when you want to download, you just click on the download button, right? And then they have the option, I meant to say too, make sure you click remove background, select remove background when you're downloading your images. Again, when you go to that download, you can choose to download everything or just that one image. I chose just the one image. I already have the squares, so that was all good. So I went through the steps again, same steps, and uploaded the 10K, got rid of the red one. I like the black one, but you see it next to each other when both of them are next to the rings, how it looks. The black one is much better. So now I'm going to change it to 1/2 inch. So after this was done though, I thought it could have been a little bit smaller. So sizing is definitely up to you and what you decide. So I'm going to make this a little bigger just to show you. I'm going to add an offset. You see the option at the top? I wanted it like real skinny, just a slight offset behind this. An offset is basically another layer in the back, right? When I selected this offset, the number 0 inside the middle there, like it leaves a little space because I made it so thin. So I'm going to show you how I would remove that. So once you select that layer, go up to the top where it says operation. You change the color. I changed it to white, but I would do that in the end because when you go back and change this layer to a basic cut right here, it changes gray anyway. But the reason why I changed it to a cut is because I wanted to use the contour option, which is at the bottom right of the screen, that contour right there. Because that little piece in the center of the 0, I wanted to remove it. So just select it and it'll remove that cutout and fill it all in. Then I went back and then changed it to white. So that highlight together that I just did, I grouped it together so that the layer in the back stays with the layer in the top. Made it back to a smaller size. I'm just zooming in so you guys can see a little bit better. And then I went over to the rings as well. There I was just changing size. Went over to the rings and added a contour, not a contour. I added an offset to that as well. And I just made it a little bit smaller to the size that I wanted. So sometimes you scroll to the smallest size and then it skips over to 0. So what I do is go to the lowest it can get and then I just type in like a smaller number. So if it's at like 0.025, I'll change it to 10 or something like that just to make it smaller. I don't need to contour anything. Nothing is changing. It's just going to be that square. So I changed it to white. I highlighted the layers together and then I flattened it. So you want to flatten both because that'll send it as a print and cut, and that's what you want. Also too, at the top of the screen, guys, Cricut has an option to make a sticker, and what that's going to do is give it a little kiss cut and then keep the back paper on there. I didn't do that today. I just made these as regular cutout stickers. Then you're going to go to the top and hit save. Always save before you go because you don't want to lose the steps that you did. Name it whatever it is you need to name it. I think I named it planner sticker, workout stickers. At this point, I don't even remember. Change it to the machine that you're using. I'm using the Cricut Maker 3. Make sure you choose a machine if you have more than one. And then you're going to send it to the mat. Then when it comes over, the first thing you want to do is at the top, you want to change the amount of stickers you want to make. I made like, I think 20 or something like that. Choose the amount first. Then you click the... I think it says okay. Let me just double check. Hold on. It in fact does not say okay. It says apply. Hit apply. And I chose 30. Anyway, so it does have the bigger mat as the option. You want to come down and change it to the size that you actually want, which is going to be the 8.5 by 11. Now we're changing it to the size of the sheet we're printing on. The mat itself is going to be the standard 12 by 12 mat. Then you're going to, what is it? Process. Let me get the exact words so y'all don't kill me. Hold on. Continue. Continue is the option. Click continue. Then when you click print, it's going to come up with the option. You're going to choose the machine that you're going to use. And then at the bottom, that it says system dialog box. You want to click that option on. Turn that on first before you hit continue. Because what pops up is the option to send it to any specific printer if you have one, and then which part of the printer you're sending it to. So I have to always choose the rear feeder because that's where my thicker and sticker paper is going to go. Then the second option, they want to know what type of paper we're using, the glossy paper, and then it automatically prints to the best quality. Then you send to print. Now, once it's printed, I'm going to show you guys how it looks on the sheet. That's just a message from Cricut. Just okay that. Then we're going to put it on the mat. And then let's get this project started. I almost forgot the most important part, y'all. For the material, I choose printable waterproof sticker set as my option. And now let's get to work. Our printout, those are little registration lines that the machine is going to read. Placed it on the mat. And then we're going to feed it in. Alrighty, so this is my planner here. I'm going to look at that, look at that. So also too, I realized I just put like the regular, that came right off. See, that's why I did some extra. It peeled off with it. Oop. And we're gonna go into November, because this month my goal is to close my rings every day and walk 10,000 steps. So on the days that I do, which is going to be every day, okay, I'm gonna put it, see the half. Oh, I didn't peel it off. I'm like, why is it moving? There's a little, we put one. It could have due to be a little bit smaller. Well, I should have put a bigger offset, because look how tiny that steps is. Ooh, good thing it cut. Look at that. And I'm gonna put, I'll put the 10K here right next to it. See? And then every day that I complete, I'm gonna go in and place it. So the end of the month I could see it throughout the whole thing. And you know, yesterday my watch stopped working. It just blanked out. It was blanking out off and on, but it officially stopped working. I ran so fast to T-Mobile to get a new watch and just put it on my phone plan, because it wasn't, once it stopped working, it stopped counting my steps, my progress altogether. I had, I think, 2 rings closed for the day when it happened, and I wasn't losing out. I'm very determined to make sure that November, I do, oh, a little bit over here. Right, and when I'm filming this, it's actually, I don't know what's going on with my speech, the 3rd. And so far, since I worked out this morning. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have did a workout sticker. I could go back in. And let's see. I don't think I hit my 10K steps for the day yet, but I'm close. Look at that. I'm going to hit it today. Especially I'm recording content for like 3 weeks today. So I'm going to hit it. And that's it, guys. That's how I made my little stickers for my planner.